What's going on, every motherfucking body? My name is Erek, Loyd. If you motherfuckers don't know who I am, this is an episode of Eazzy Talks. You know how I like to do things live, but this show is pre-recorded to give me some time. I done slapped my mic. I hope the sound didn't fuck up on that one. I got my lighting all fucked up. Please hold the hell on now. I might have to edit this shit out now. Let me make sure my shit is in order. I done required some of my guests. I have guests today because I can't just be talking by my goddamn self. I do the Eazzy show. Ain't nan person pay the hell attention. This is Eazzy Talk number 1. I have guests in the building. We are here to talk about whether or not our motherfucking asses are in a simulation. But first, I have to introduce some of the guests that will be on this panel discussing and trying to figure out whether or not our raggedy asses is in a simulation. Now, first, I want to introduce my nigga, Hugh Jefe in this motherfucker. What's going on, Hugh Jefe?
What it do,
How you
gang?
doing?
What it do? What it do,
How's it
gang?
going, bro?
Man, everything grooving over here, man.
Okay. So I will get my other guests in here. Some of you guys know Hugh Hefe from in the comments. I actually had him in one of my last shows. The Sterling versus what's that nigga name?
I don't know. We was just watching somebody get beat up though. He was
The
getting passed on.
UFC, of
The
course,
shit show.
Sean O'Malley versus Sterling, and he was the first person to be on the damn show live. Okay, live. So with that being said, I had to have him in the first show of Eazzy Talks. So this is Hugh Hefe. The next guest I have on the motherfucking show is my homegirl Maleia. What's
Hmm.
poppin', lady? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Um, you guys have not got a chance to see Maleia, but welcome to the motherfucking show. Now I don't know if your motherfucking ass has watched the show. You claim you did. Is that the case? Yeah.
Anyways,
See, niggas don't support it, but
I
hey,
watched it
she in
like
the building.
three.
She's in the building here today. Okay. Uh, First off, we're gonna start with um hell, we'll start with ladies first. So Malia, question:
Mhm. Mhm.
do you believe or think we are in a simulation?
No, I wish we were though.
So that's a no, but you
Yeah.
wish we were.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. Let's check
Look at
with what Hefe has to say in this motherfucker. Do you think we
Hell
live in a
nah.
simulation?
Hell
You don't.
nah. I don't think we're in a simulation, but this thing definitely been designed though. You know what I'm saying? I say that it's definitely been designed.
Now, are there any atheists in the building?
Nah, or at least not on my end. I can't speak for everybody.
Malia, do you believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
That don't mean you believe.
well, so like technically I'm Catholic, but that's what I was grew up to be. But I got anything on my side that much.
So, see, because you know it's a motherfucking problem when a nigga starts scratching his head. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
No.
all of them got they every. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their idiosyncrasies. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is.
but I personally think one, obviously, I do believe in God, based on how things are made, the way our bodies are made, the way the systems are set up, how everything relies on the next. Somebody had to design this with the addition of the way the universe is and then how that flows in harmony with our world and how our reality seems a little different than what that shit might seem to be. So I there's no way in hell that I don't believe that there's a God. I mean, how do you explain what happened before the Big Bang? Because apparently, once the Big Bang happened, that's what created all the planets. So if nothing came from nothing, what the hell was nothing? That's the question. And that leads me to have no choice but to believe that there is um a God per se. But one of the biggest things that I find interesting, and these are questions more or less that we don't necessarily have answer to, but that we are very curious about. So one of the main things that I want to start by asking either one of you is, what do you think time actually is?
Oh, that's a oh.
So if you want to be technical, time was made by the man, and the man just wants to keep you down. So if you're always focused on how much time you got, you ain't focused on the real picture at hand, which is get your money, player. I'm just playing out. But long story short, time ain't nothing but something of a man-made construct just to put a measurement to something. Honestly, it's whatever you do with it, though. On some real spill. It depends on what you want to do with your time or what you think, you know what I'm saying, is worthy of time.
Yeah, yeah. So, Maleia, let's get your take on it. What do you feel like is?
Like, I honestly don't know, and I don't really like. I'm not the type of person to sit there and think about all of this stuff. And like, time is just time. Like he said, it was a man-made thing, so that way we could keep track of everything and like keep track of how we're wasting our time, because most of us are just wasting our time at the end of the day.
So if you were to think on the matter, right? Time, what is created by the movement of the sun? So would that be more or less what time would be? Because I just find that if you were to take a look at um Interstellar, have any of you guys seen Interstellar?
No.
Nah.
Okay, that's some shit. I wish you bastards. I wish I would have made y'all niggas watch that, because so basically, time is obviously has to do with the sun. Sun moves. Our time is based on how quickly the Earth moves around that. But let's take in consideration, if you were in a different position in the solar system, time would be different for you. So theoretically, time isn't the same everywhere, but it's subjective to where specifically we are, in this. How do you, I got it in my notes. It's called the Goldilocks zone. Whereas if we move any forward, we'll burn to a crisp, but if we move any further, we'll turn into ice age. So which is even crazy in itself. How the fuck we find ourselves specifically in the right spot in the Goldilocks zone? What the hell is that anyway, if you get what I mean? So yeah, more or less, time is different. In Interstellar, for those of you who watched that, who are watching, there was a moment where they would go to a different planet, and every second that ticked was like 7 years on Earth. Or
Damn.
every time this sound in the background clicked, it was 7 years on Earth. So every second was valuable, and it was solely because instead of orbiting around the sun, they were orbiting around a big black hole, which is so much more massive. It's going to take time is moving completely different to there. If you take that into consideration, I know I'm getting deep for you guys. If you take that into consideration, time is only an illusion to us as humans, right? We use time, this ticking time to move, and what time to show up to work, but more or less it's an illusion. And furthermore, you have four definition, five to 3D, 5D, and so forth. I think it's a dimension, more or less. Now, how do y'all feel about that?
Nigga, you read
Like,
books.
that's what I was about to say. It's either you're thinking way too much into this whole time thing, or you're reading from a script.
You trying to get about the hood? You trying to get about the hood, my nigga? You gonna read books?
Well, but does these
talking about some
questions not
furthermore.
Look at this whole
so Interstellar kind of digs into that though.
Yeah.
There's a moment, and I really wish y'all would have watched that because you could see there was a time where he entered this wormhole and found himself in this different dimension where he was seeing time all at once.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, if time happens all at once, there is no such thing as free will. There is no such thing as preventing whatever is going to happen to you that's going to happen. That also prevents us from attempt. If we knew that was the case, that would prevent us from more or less living if the story is already written. Which leaves me to further believe that that is just evidence of us being in a simulation.
So you believe that we're living in a simulation?
Absolutely. Well, based on the evidence that I've seen, understanding that our eyes and our mind can get tricked by reality, what our perception of reality is completely different than what is actually the case, and the fact that we still have a lot of questions about where we come from, absolutely. And there's a 0.000% chance that we do not live in a simulation. And if that's
So
the case,
I would say that, you know what I mean, I wouldn't technically say a simulation, you know what I'm saying, only because of the fact that we can change everything at any given point, right? Granted, it's not saying that all right, put it like this, simulations is just saying that like they just trying to run a test to see how things will happen and then what are the end result. But I look at it like history keep repeating itself, right? And our planet that we on is living. You feel me? So if we ain't moved further here, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna keep repeating the cycles. We're gonna keep redoing the same thing. So I've been seeing it. It's not really like a simulation. It's literally more like how can we use ourselves to progress the planet type shit. Cause it's like that's where they trying to take all our attention to the bullshit, because in real shit, everything that we want could be at the power of our fingertips. Just like you say, time don't mean nothing. None of this stuff actually matters in the grand scheme of things. But when you think about where our focus is on BS. That's why you got BS music, BS food. Everybody trade quality for convenience. Like you see the way that the world is changing and the world is adapting to it because it's breathing and it's living. It's like, yo, all right, cool. These are my happenings. My happenings are killing me. So how can I self-preserve myself? It's like it's literally like a give and take in both goddamn, if you know what I'm saying. It's like a give and take. So it's not really like a simulation. You can say, yo, this is how it's gonna go. It's really just up to all of us at one point. You know what I mean?
So basically, it's just a matter of human choice.
That part, all the way through.
We make everything of it, and what we do with what we can,
or so we think. You know, if
all right, so let's just say I got the impulse thought right now to go outside and just start smacking the shit out of everybody that I see. Is that by design? Is that by design? Is that because somebody said that, yo, on this day in 2023, Jefe finna go outside and just start slapping the shit out of everybody? You know what I'm saying? Or is that just by me having free will to say, yo, I feel like going outside and slapping fire across everybody that I see? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where it's kind of like, I'm saying we on a living, breathing planet. It's not just about like it's already designed or set up this way. It's all about how everybody moves on this planet. Because if you think about it, in your situation with time, I saw this article where it was saying in Ethiopia, them niggas still in 2016, bro. Like, how is that even possible? You got half the world in 2023, but one portion of the country is still in 2016. That don't make no sense.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, you got to take in consideration the damn calendar is man-made. Let's not forget that fact that hell, even in North Korea, they have their own time system. It could be 203 over there for all we know. So everything that we know, hell, even down to religion, is man-made. Nothing came to our understanding from some type of divine source where we can have proof of that, because we still can't prove it.
Can I say that? can I interject in that situation?
Sure,
The only
absolutely.
thing that we can say that we have that was created by divine source is each other, all of us. You get what I'm saying? There's no, the only thing that they try to use science to back up all the stuff that they can't explain that God made. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to sit there and look back at it, everything that they can't make, you know what I'm saying, they make themselves, like time, you know what I'm saying, diseases, cures, everything, you know what I'm saying, that they can't make, they will make. Food, they can't recreate us. You get what I'm saying? We are the divine. We are the things that can change everything on the planet. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't sit there and say that just because what they made time or that everything is man-made, that there's no way that we can manipulate it to our good. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody, I don't know. I get to talking forever, nigga.
I mean,
I
and we
mean,
can go
like,
on forever. We can go on forever. But
oh,
let's move on. Let's move on to the next question. And this is something I've seen you post about this, Jefe. Maleia, let me know if you are aware of this. But what do y'all think about the Mandela effect? And do you believe that that's actually a thing?
Nigga, what? Yeah.
yes, like there would be things that, like, as a child I would see, and like in my head it's there, but then looking back on it, it's not there. It was just like, I don't know what happened to it. It's either my child brain made it up, or
That
it was there and it was taken away.
that
Hmm,
part.
hmm.
Like,
One of the biggest things that a lot of people don't, like, for example, Jefe, do you remember the fucking Shaquille O'Neal
I knew
Jr.
you was
movie?
finna say that, gang. I
And
knew you was finna say that, gang.
because
I
I'm
do
fucked
not
up by
I
it,
do
because
not remember the Sinbad one, but I watched the
I
Shaq one.
do.
I watched
I
the Shaq one
do.
from beginning to end. Bruh, I watched the Shaq one, bruh. That
Bro,
is
I
not
remember the Sinbad one.
I
I
didn't watch
remember.
the bad one, bruh.
What happened to saying hello?
Bruh. The proof, bruh. The proof, bruh.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start all over, right? I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Shazam!
The fucking proof, bruh.
And you are.
I did. I've
What
seen
fucked me
both
up
of
was
them
the
bitches.
Bernstein Bears, cuz. Like the little book that I used to read growing up and shit like that. They said it's the Bernstein. I said, hold on, nah, you cap.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
me up.
Right.
That fucked
So,
me up.
so this is shit I want to show y'all real quick. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Thank God I have the ability to do this shit. Uh Probably not, because my shit is slowed up right now. Hold up. I should have got this clip before this, but I got to show you guys this. Um there was a report. That's the reason why they call it the Mandela effect, is because everybody thought that Nelson Mandela had died several years before he
He got
actually
out of
died.
prison.
Well, no, it was after that.
Oh dang.
It was just like a few years beforehand where we thought that he had died. Now, I don't know if I'm glitching or not, guys.
nah, you're good.
No, you solid, bro.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I
never
gotta pull up this clip.
mind.
I'm glitching now.
There, yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
Okay, I'm trying
It's
to
the
pull up something.
simulation coming for you, man.
Yeah, it is coming from me. And we're going to cover that very, very shortly, because there's a weird story about somebody getting too close to the goddamn truth and getting capped. And that
They all
shit
do.
got me.
They all get capped,
They
man.
all that's what always happens.
They all
Literally,
get
everyone who's
capped.
so
That's
close to
man.
curing
That's a
cancer
part of
literally ends
the.
up
That's a
dead.
part of it, bro. That's just a part of the thing. If you trying to whistle blow, you either gotta know that you finna go to prison. We finna get smoked.
So what do you think about situations like this,
I think my cat's
where
about to make an appearance. No, no, no.
we're speculating about shit like this? What do you feel about that?
It's like speculation.
Well, we speculate. That's
So
what I'm
in
talking.
moments like this, if we speculate, do you think that that could cause problems for us?
I mean, as long as it's just speculation and we're not actually trying to investigate something, like I feel like we should be fine. but at the same time, it's a crazy world. You never know.
Hey man, what Kodak say? Man, I'm about to free my people, bro. They'll what is that? Hurricane Harvey ain't got no name. Where they make Hurricane Harvey from? You feel me? I'm telling it all. I don't care. You feel me? I'm telling it all. I don't care. I can't get.
I
Don't
mean,
let me a conspiracy theory that's right, boy. Yup, I'm the one. I went and told everybody that.
Okay.
I told them what article to look up, and I told them how to prove that y'all was all fuck niggas. Yeah, I'm one of them. I don't care. I just ain't one of those that go on the internet with it. Hell no. I'd rather just be crazy
the
nigga.
internet's wild. The internet's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next question. Do y'all believe in alien life?
Hell yeah, nigga. Bruh, I think the regular animals on this planet are aliens, bro. If you want me to keep it G, nigga, I be looking at it.
They're weird. They're a little funny.
Nigga, for real though. If you just look at all the animals out there, bro, them shits weird than a motherfucker. Look at a bird. You trying to tell me you don't think that's a motherfucker?
Those fucking pigeons, bro. Those fucking pigeons be scary.
Pigeons, motherfucking shit, like pit bulls, different chameleons. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like real talk. Animals, bro, is alien than a motherfucker. All right, come on, bro.
I've seen a
anyone
UFO.
who doesn't believe that there's life outside of us, they're just silly.
Stupid.
And I've seen the motherfucking UFO with my own eyes.
Oh yeah, you a gangster.
I've seen the bitch. Go check out one of my live streams, goddammit. I seen the bitch. And the shit was real and it disappeared
The
in
promo,
the thin
the self-promo.
blue sky. Okay.
I saw a shooting star a couple of times.
I thought it was a shooting star.
I
In
put
broad
everything
daylight.
down. Real shit. Oh, you said broad daylight. Yeah, you're different.
Yeah, no, nigga. No.
I definitely seen these at night.
No, nigga. Cause that's why I was tripping, bro. The bitch, like, I seen it going across the sky, and I'm like, the fuck? And then it stopped. And I'm like, all right, so this.
Look, they're coming for you. They're coming for your ass, bro.
Oh shit! Oh shit, y'all! Hey, they might be coming for your boy. Goddamn, they might be coming for your mother. We didn't talk too much about this shit. Goddamn, this shit ain't even live, nigga.
He was like, oh, that was funny.
Okay, I didn't fuck her. But anyway, I see this bitch and it's hovering in the sky. And I'm like, bro, is that like a helicopter or some shit? And the next thing I know, the bitch like veers off to the left and then disappears. No clouds, no trees in the way. Like it literally in the middle of the sky. I seen it move slightly and then go off in the motherfucking.
It got nervous. You were looking at it. It got a little nervy.
Shit, but I wasn't the only car looking at it because my ex, that raggedy bitch, was sitting right in the car. We looked at each other at the same damn time. Like, hey.
But isn't that like the same situation that happened with that one plane that took off and then no one could ever find it again and it just disappeared?
They do have that situation right there. Yep.
It's something about the Malaysian motherfucking airlines that be doing that shit. And I actually, like, I think it's South Korean or some shit like that. I actually just seen something yesterday that said the reason why they continue to have a lot of problems is because they have so much respect for that lead person, the pilot. The co-pilot be afraid to tell the main pilot to, hey, move up, or hey, we need
how to do your
this
job, boy,
to avoid this.
Yeah.
Because they're ultraly respectful. And you can kiss my ass, bitch, but I'm not dying and killing everybody because I'm too afraid to tell this nigga to come watch what the hell he doing. You know, I ain't got that kind of time. So let's now move into I'm gonna explain to you guys. I've seen this in school. I've also seen this when doing my own research as an adult. But I'm going to explain what the electron test is. Basically, it's a test that scientists had did with electrons. And they realized that electrons act differently when they are being observed. How they did this was they took laser or electron molecules and shot them through a slit and through water. And they would notice that they would act completely differently than what they would if they were being watched. And
You said watched or washed?
like literally viewed.
Okay.
Like they did the test when it was being viewed, they were seeing these results. Then they did the test without looking at it, and it did something completely different. They tried to trick the test and making it like setting it up to where the molecule could, I don't know, there was a way that they could set it up to trick the electron, because the moment they would view it, it would act differently in order to get the result. The test still showed as if they had watched it. I would suggest, in order for you guys to get specific details, you're gonna have to do the research on it. I'm just talking vaguely about it. So for the people who actually know about it, please feel free to talk about it in the comments. But that was a direct result showing that even molecules as little as an electron can tell when a person is observing it, and will act a certain way when no one is observing it. So the way to relate that is to, far as video game players, if you ever played fucking GTA and you get into this map, you go so fast, none of the map loads up. What happens with the video games is it only reacts or shows what's in the game. Do you thinking it's this whole world, but it only lights up for your viewpoint. The moment you turn your head, the shit that was behind you goes completely black. And that is the idea about life and us and what we're experiencing. That could be proof to a simulation. Now, what do y'all feel about this? This is a very, very big thing that scientists have talked about. How do y'all feel about that?
The silence. The
Nobody?
silence.
I'll wait. I'll wait
Goddamn.
on you to go first.
Anybody can take the floor in this motherfucker. I
I'll
mean,
wait on her to go first.
So what happened was, I mean, I don't got nothing. I feel like the guy should go first. He got more experience with this than I do.
Dude, this look like
You don't
Okay.
even know. I feel like you blinked
look,
out halfway. I feel like you blinked out halfway. That's why you're trying to put it on me.
I put it like this, gang. You know what I'm saying? I will say I somewhat agree with electrons acting different, you know what I'm saying, being looked at. Because if you look at water, you feel what I'm saying? If you pour water into a cup and you talk nice shit to it like a plant, you feel what I'm saying? You're going to have a beautiful plant. You're going to have beautiful snowflakes if you freeze it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking shit to it, tell it how ugly it is. What's cracking?
Well, number one, this ain't something that's agreeable or disagreeable. This shit happened. I'm telling y'all about the results.
Yeah,
So
you asked me my opinion, and I said I agree that shit like that happened, bro, because of this, because of the plant and the water that I just said, nigga. You feel me?
To his plant, pay attention to his water.
Yeah,
his
pay
nice
attention to my plant and my
to
water,
make it pretty.
So
Okay,
imagine,
y'all,
like you said, when you looking at electrons and they act different, water gonna act different when you speak to it. You feel me? So depending on what you say to it, it's gonna make it work the way it works.
Okay, how about this? Y'all tell me this. I'm gonna explain to you the situation. I'm gonna read to you the situation, and I want y'all to share your thoughts. So the title says, I'm sorry?
Nothing, I just said,
Okay. The title says DNA that contains a computer virus, which is interesting. In 2017, a multidisciplinary group of researchers at the University of Washington proved that they could enable miraculous computer codes into physical strains of DNA. Their aim was to show that computers working in gene sequencing were valuable to attack, but may also have inadvertently revealed that I'm sorry, revealed that we're perceived to be biological reality was in fact a computer code all along. What that said was basically that they figured out that a DNA test can be put into a computer, and they realized that DNA strand was a
Did you
computer
know?
virus.
Did you know that every computer was created off the human brain, my nigga? I'm just
Yeah.
being
I mean,
for
I
real.
didn't know that. I didn't know
Okay.
that, but they're
So
no.
think of it like this. Now, if they are constructing an entire device that goes off of the thing that we all use, the processor, the way we process information, I don't think it would have been too long before they were trying to figure out, hey, how can we get some cells in here? How can we get things to create up in here? How can we put life? How can we program our own type of settings, or how can we program our own this and that into it? You know what I'm saying? And think about it, bro. They do it every day through TV, through radio, through
So
everything.
you guys see how. So number one, you would need a computer that's a billion times greater, or have the processing power to be able to compete with the human brain. That's number one. Number two, if this is a simulation, you would need a computer that is bigger than the goddamn universe. Now, if you scientists, some people I've seen say, well, that's completely impossible. Some of the video footage that we're going to go over claim that's impossible. But that if you're thinking in terms of size, there's planets that's humongous compared to ours. But just look at how our relationship are to ants and compare that to the level of a god who created
Good.
everything.
Nigga,
It's not impossible.
ain't nothing gonna get bigger than that, bro. Ain't nothing gonna get bigger than the motherfucker that created it. That's like asking what came first, the chicken or the egg. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
That's
Ain't
dope.
no ain't no egg without no chicken.
I will say that it is scientifically proven that the universe is flat. That's proven.
Nigga,
Can
you
you do
weren't
a
supposed to
show?
say that on the internet, bruh. You was not supposed to say that on the internet. You was not supposed to say that on the internet.
Wait. Didn't you do a
Hidden,
whole
bro.
show about this, or am I like tripping?
I did a show and I did mention something of this nature, but it is proven that the whole observable universe, that is
You got them
the
show
biggest
shots. You
thing.
got
That's the
got
biggest thing. What'd you say?
you got
Hey,
them
bro,
show
that's the
shots. You back there
conspiracy.
like
That's the conspiracy theory. Ain't nobody supposed to be talking about. You need to leave that alone, my boy.
we are just one flat pancake.
I didn't hear that was a problem.
That's
I didn't
It's
know.
like asking
Okay.
if water is
forbidden.
wet. People will fight you until you are black and blue in the face from yelling about it.
Oh man, the world. Ooh.
I'm gonna go furthermore and to prove my point before I allow these videos to prove my point. I'm gonna go furthermore. I believe
Let the internet decide.
I believe it's proof that we're in a simulation based on how difficult space is, how the fact that we can predict the movements of celestial bodies through fucking math, calculus, whatever the hell else, physics, and all that shit, that we can predict the movements of celestial bodies, which only read to me how the hell we are able to do that unless there's a numeric system. To see how funny numbers are, how numbers are infinite, and even the way that numbers are, they're unique. I think there's something all to that. I think that there's something all to how we are, how our body is in correlation with the earth, and I just think that we are indeed a simulation. But y'all don't have to take my words on it. Let's take a look at some motherfucking videos and see, you know.
Oh yeah, so let's not take the word of Erek. Let's take the word of strangers on the internet.
Hey, you just gotta. I mean, okay, so that's proof you have been watching my shit. Okay, got you. All right, I can't even be mad at it because I.
So yeah, back to the situation at hand.
Man, why he
We
put
are
two?
in a simulation. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't know that, then let me be the first one to tell you. You wake up every day.
You sound like Erek right now. You sound like Erek.
Hey, that's what I'm here to do. The Erek Loyd show must continue. You know.
Now you have to put more oomph into the voice. You know.
Oh no, Do it, man. He is one of a kind, man.
Oh, he one of a kind.
My boy is one of a kind,
Her.
unreplicable. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody do it like that, boy. He been like this since the day I met him.
Mm-hmm. Since the day he weighed me down, he's been like this.
Facts. Been a homie for years. That nigga ain't ever changed. He always been this same goofy, funny than a motherfucking ass nigga, man.
Mm-hmm. Erek will always be Erek. And the day that Erek isn't Erek, that's whenever you know they got him.
Hello.
About time. You trash bag.
Oh, y'all can. What
go.
the hell?
We were making fun of you. We were talking shit about you.
Nah, bruh. I ain't gonna cap. I wasn't making fun of you, bruh. It was all shouted, bruh. It was all shouted.
Yeah. I'm like,
you know I ain't
y'all
gonna do
do
like
shit.
You know I ain't gonna do you like that, gang.
It was a simulation. They made me do it.
Hell no. All right, let's see if y'all see this, because I'm trying and I've had enough. Because this shit ain't working for your boy. Hold up.
I am about to talk about simulation theory and some of the brain science behind it. If that isn't your thing, this video is probably not for you. So to understand this, you need to realize that your whole entire reality is taking place inside of your mind. Your senses are responding to external stimuli, and your brain is making sense of it all for you. So there are two arguments here. Is reality what's taking place inside of your brain, or is reality what's taking place outside of your brain? Because there can be a conflict between the two. To illustrate this point, I'm about to show you guys a graphic. I want you to stare at the black dot on the left and tell me which way the object on the right is moving. Okay, ready? If your brain told you that the object was moving diagonally, you're wrong, go watch it again. The second argument is, would anything actually exist if it weren't for the mind to experience it? Think of the whole if a tree falls in the woods doesn't really make a sound scenario, but on a universal level. Going a step further, it actually might not exist at all. Yes, your brain is currently being stimulated, but is that caused by reality or just a construct of one?
I think it's just your Wi-Fi.
I'm lagging like a motherfucker. No, it's my bitch ass computer not having the horsepower for the shot. All right, we're back. So, were you guys able to hear that? And what's your thoughts on it?
I went first last time.
You go first every time. That's the main point of being the star on the show. Let's not play with Maleia now. So, oh my god.
All right, gang. So long story short, man, I peeped the energy what he was talking about, but I kind of have a little conflict because I feel like even though time is like it's a social construct, it's kind of like where were you at in time? Like wherever we at in time. That's like saying if I don't know how to explain it. That little tree falling in the woods and nobody was around, would you hear
the video cut out after that for me?
The tree fell. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it all plays a part. Like the trees fell whether we heard it or not. But within time, is that a part of our reality type shit? Like that's kind of like where I'm at with it. Like where are we in time? Where are we at in time? Was that tree falling a part of our reality? Was we supposed to be around it? Was we just supposed to hear about it? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It just, like I said, it just depends. I don't see how. Go ahead.
My thing is with you saying that, and then what you said earlier. Do you think that we are in the simulation or not? Because before you were saying how we have mindful and free power and will, and like we kind of control things. But now it sounds like you're saying, "Oh, were we supposed to be there whenever this happened, or were we supposed to be somewhere else?" You kind of sound a little bit like Erek.
No, I'll say no. 1,000%, I get what you're saying, but within those moments, I'm saying like, were you supposed to be there? Like, were you like for? How can I put it? We put ourselves in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? If it's free will, then a lot of things that we want, a lot of things that we looking for is on the way to us. But it's like, how would you know if this was for you if you wasn't there, or if you wasn't even around? You know what I'm saying? What was you supposed to know about it? Was you supposed to see it? Was you supposed to be a part of it? Were you supposed to be the cause of it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's all speculation at that point.
It's all just At the end of the day, something that could happen, something that couldn't happen.
Mhm.
You're supposed to be
We
there
all
for,
play
something you
different
weren't supposed to be there
realities
for.
at one time. Like, granted, right now there's a
That's another thing that was
reality.
kind of mentioned in the video.
Yeah,
Is that like if our reality is our reality because it's our brain making our reality, then who's to say that our reality is real because it's not someone else's reality? So who's to say like really if any of this is real if like our reality is different from someone else's?
I feel it. I feel it.
And then like at the end of the day, like if we have this whole idea of our reality is our reality and that what goes on in our brain and what we are making up, like that's us, that's like what is for us. And then whenever we try to explain that to someone else, their brain takes it differently and they make it into a different reality and they see it from their point.
Fact. It's like a
Cameras around one more time.
It's like a constant. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know what you mean. Like they all.
It's just
Y'all seeing this?
context. Yes, I'm seeing like we're just traveling around the screen.
Listen, I'm having technical difficulties. Goddamn
I
it,
can
we're gonna
tell.
figure it out.
We're just playing Ring Around the Rosies right now.
Damn, I'm like, damn, y'all see that shit? Damn, I'm trying to get it right. But anyway, it's very interesting conversation. I've also felt personally like, hell, what if my brain is just doing all of this and creating all of this up? I've had moments when I was younger where I would like have this mental lapse in my head where my mind and my eyes would be like, damn, this is real. This is real. This is real.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I've dealt with that for a good minute as a kid until I end up becoming an adult where I stopped experiencing that. But I did have those moments regularly. And what the fuck's up with deja vu? Is that not weird?
Oh, that's so like the fact that a certain smell, a sound, or even like a certain way a light shines can just bring back so many things or like deja vu to something that you don't even remember and that your brain either forgot or was never even there. That is something that is new to me, and that's something that like has always scared me. Like even as a kid, like I would like get a certain smell back and I'll be like, oh, I remember this, but don't ever exactly remember what it's from. Like I'm like, oh, like this is so familiar, but where is it from?
Like where the
And
fuck?
like,
Yeah.
yes, and then it's like that thing that like Erek was saying, like as you're growing up, like whenever I was growing up and I would hear myself talking, I'll be like, is this my voice? Like, is this me? And like nothing really seemed like real. And like, cause like you're a kid, like you're still figuring everything out. Yeah, whatever. But at the same time, should it really feel like that? Because the way a lot of people explain childhood, it's supposed to be pictured and you're just supposed to be there. You're just supposed to be living it. Like you're not supposed to be wondering if you're real or like what you sound like is real.
And we experienced that at a young age. Now, real quick, it looks like we lost Jefe. I don't know what the hell happened there. Hopefully he joins us back. Thank God this shit ain't live.
Thank God this is a mess.
But hey, this is the first motherfucking show.
We should have just done the original topic with or without Sheree. We could have, like, I was mentally prepared for that. I wasn't mentally prepared for all this complex shit. I was mentally prepared for you to ask me if I was a whore.
Well, listen, that's gonna come soon. I think we're gonna try to film that tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys will be available. I hope this nigga phone ain't died like a goddamn fool.
Oh, he was on his phone?
I believe so. But yeah,
I feel like there's a way that I can angle this like better because I feel like this is awkward as angle.
I mean, well, it works. It works for you. So let's take a look at another one of these videos that I have here. Let's see how, because I want to turn y'all into believers. Hopefully we can get Jefe back in his mother, and then we can go from there. So we got that video down. Let's take a look at some scientists talking about it with Joe Rogan talking about it with Elon Musk.
Do you believe that there are many, many universes, and that even if this one fades out, that there's other ones that are starting fresh right now, and there's an infinite number of them?
I think most likely, this is just about probability, there are many, many simulations. We might as well call them reality, or you could call them multiverse. Or when we create a simulation, like a game or a movie, it's a distillation of what's interesting about life. You take a year to shoot an action movie, and then that's all distilled down into 2 or 3 hours. So I think most likely, if we're a simulation, it's really boring outside the simulation. Because why would you make a simulation that's boring? It makes a simulation way more interesting than base reality.
That is if this right now is a simulation.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got bits and pieces of that.
So, were you able to hear that?
I got bits and pieces of it. It was kind of freezing a little bit, but the main part that I heard was him saying that if we were in a simulation, why would they make it boring?
Okay, so we're just gonna scratch that out of the damn video.
Let's
try to go to the next.
It was just
next
freezing,
one.
and now you're freezing. We're all freezing.
So listen here, folks. We're continuously having technical difficulties. Clearly, I didn't practice my due diligence. We had lost a team member. So we're going to get Maleia back on here. First and foremost, are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, now I can. Yes.
Now, okay. Let's try this video thing again.
Okay.
My shit keeps crashing. And pray for me in the name of Jesus. Amen. Let's take a look at this video and see what the hell happened.
Do you ever put much thought into simulation theory?
Take a look at the molecules in this room. How many molecules are there? About maybe 10 to the 26th power. And to model that many atoms with a digital computer would be impossible. So, in other words, the smallest object that can model this room is the room itself. Now, once you go to quantum computers, it gets worse, because the quantum computer computes in parallel universes, not just one universe. And so a quantum computer could model some of the atoms in this room, but not all of them. Now, that means a perfect representation of reality is impossible. But an approximate simulation may be possible.
I was watching that, and you just cut it off so rudely.
What did you think? Were you able to see that video?
Yes, and then you cut it off while I was still watching it.
I don't know. It seemed like it was off of my screen. From what you gathered, what do you think about that?
I feel like you're showing me some very complex stuff. Some complex stuff I was not mentally prepared for. Like, I told you had to mentally prepare me before all this. Like, you got me nervous. You're putting me on the spot.
So, and I'm very wondering because
what? Why'd you freeze? Oh, I just said,
I didn't mean to cut you off. So,
no, you're good. Ask me, tell me, whatever you were gonna say.
So, number one, he was talking about there's not a computer big enough to be able to do that. But once again, if you go back to what I was saying about the ant and how that effect have, if there's somebody bigger and grander in scale to where they can create a damn universe and put it in a fucking room somewhere, I'm sure they would have a computer or some type of electronic device that's way beyond our mental capabilities to be able to pull something off in a simulation like this. And one of the prime examples is Sims. If you play the damn game Sims, which I played back when I was fucking younger, you turn the damn game off, you turn it back on, they in a whole different place than where you left their ass at.
Really? Wow.
Have you never played the damn game Sims?
No, I was too broke to have a computer as a kid.
Well, I never had the game Sims, but damn it, I didn't. Okay, well.
You just said you played it. What do you mean you didn't have it? Why are we lying?
Didn't mean I had the game. And I need Jefe to hurry up and break his ass. He just He probably just dipped because this shit was too much for his ass to handle. Now let's take a look at Neil deGrasse Tyson on if we are living in a simulation.
I feel like I'm in a conversion camp right now.
So are we living in simulation?
I find it hard to argue against that possibility.
Meaning,
you look at our computing power today, and you say, I have the power to program a world inside of a computer. Well, imagine in the future where you have even more power than that, and you can create characters that have, for example, free will, or their own perception of free will. So this is a world, and I program in the laws that govern that world. That world will have its own laws of physics and chemistry and biology. Now you're a character in that world and you think you have free will and you say, I want to invent a computer. So you do. Hey, I want to create a world in my computer. And then that world creates a world in its computer. And then you have simulations all the way down. So now you lay out all these universes and throw a dart. Which of these universes are you most likely to hit? The original one that started it? Or the countless simulations, the daughter simulations that...
You keep cutting off. You're a bitch for that. You keep cutting it the fuck off while I'm midway watching it just because it's done on your screen.
What it do, gang?
What up?
We back.
You know how awkward it's been without you, and he's just over here lagging, not talking, and it's just me over here on my phone. Like, it's so awkward.
First off, this nigga phone died, didn't he?
That part, you know the vibes. Hey, why you playing? You talking about phone died? Look, bro, I'm gonna put you down, bro. I'm gonna show you what happened to me, bro, leaving the airport, gang. I need your phone, I need your camera to act right so you can see this in real time. I need to see your reaction.
Hold up.
Is that a hot pocket? Did you go and make yourself a hot pocket?
You worried about the wrong thing.
This is a part of the simulation.
That part. Part of the simulation. Brother gotta eat. Brother gotta eat. So, hey, E, you ready?
Yeah.
So look, I was at the airport today, fool. I dropped my phone, gang.
Per.
Yeah.
What do you want?
God damn, nigga.
Is the screen still on? The screen is still working. That's great. Well, not working.
You asking for a lot. The screen don't work.
But it turns on. And there's some progress. It's some work. And it turns off too.
You still calling the text on that motherfucker? Hey. Hell no.
Hey Siri, answer the phone type shit.
Bro, riding them planes today sucked, bro. No cap. I was struggling.
Are you ever scared that one day whenever you get on one of those planes, back to the conversation from earlier, whenever you get on one of those planes, you're just going to disappear with that whole plane?
They going to bring me
You're
back.
not worried about that?
They're going to bring me back. They going to know that. They going to bring me back. They going to bring me back. Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we lose any more goddamn viewers due to the technical difficulties, let's try to get through these videos so we can end this motherfucker.
These laggy ass videos that you keep cutting off midway of me. Like, I actually get invested and you just cut it off.
This person might have proved that we live in a simulation.
Oh, here we go.
So there was this girl named Erin Valenti who was on a business trip in California to attend a tech conference, and she worked for a big tech company called Tinker Ventures. And that company just endorsed brain interface technology. So it's like when you connect your brain to other devices.
Okay.
But after one of the conferences, Erin called her parents, and her parents said that she was freaking out. She was super flustered and she wasn't making much sense. But the last thing she said was, it's all a game. It's a thought experiment and we're all in the matrix. And then all the calls went to voicemail after that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, then Erin went missing for 5 days until the police found her in the backseat of her car dead. And when they found her, they found no signs of foul play or anything in her system.
Who killed her?
Okay, this is where it gets really weird. So literally nobody knows how she died, but they did an autopsy and they said she died from natural causes.
my shit crashed on me. Okay, this is the third time this raggedy shit done crashed.
I feel like tonight was not for you. I feel like this should be like a blooper. I feel like this should be a test.
Try again
so that way the next
tomorrow.
time. Yes. Whenever me and him has some time to think on this, we've had some time to like have our answers ready. Now that we know what's being thrown at us.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this: the show tomorrow with Sarai will be much better because we won't need no videos or no clips, and clearly I won't be showing no more goddamn videos when I'm interviewing people. Goddamn it! But so, moral of the story: let's end this so that I can have some kind of content to put out in this motherfucker. Moral of the story: after the clips that I've showed you guys, I really want to show one more. So fuck it, we're finna do it. Let's see.
This is a part of never learning your lesson. This is a part of just being stubborn, hard. Look, even he's had enough. Even Chicken Nugget is tired of this. Chicken Nugget is tired.
No.
You named your cat Chicken Nugget?
Yes.
This
is no. This right here is Nugget. Where's Chicken Nugget? Chicken Nugget is a full orange cat.
Let's get to the videos. This girl with her chicken nugget.
Why she naming her cats after chicken?
This could prove that we are living in a simulation. This is mental, and if you believe we're in simulation theory or the Matrix or whatever, you're gonna like this. Many people for many, many years, around 3% of the Earth population, have reported hearing a very, very strange sound. Not just once, just throughout their lives at random points. Their ears just suddenly ringing in a really low, unique frequency. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I've kind of experienced it, so I understand it. Like, your ears just start ringing in a really low frequency for no reason. Like, it's really weird. Now, this has led many people to believe that this is actually a glitch in the Matrix. We are all in some kind of simulation. The reason some people are able to hear this is because of the glitch. And all the people that have reported hearing this sound have heard it in exactly the same manner, some even at exactly the same time. Like, what the hell? Are we living in the Matrix?
So, what y'all think? Have y'all not experienced that? Because I
sure
have.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna keep it G with you. I've always heard that. Like, and I hear it around technology. I don't really just randomly hear it. I only hear it around technology that's on, like that low frequency vibration or whatever. Like if somebody got a radio on, the TV on. Like I hear it, but other than that, but I will say, why the heck was all of us drawing that random ass X? Nobody had a meeting for us to go to in 5th grade or elementary school and say, put these 3 lines on the paper and then make an S out of it. You know what I'm saying? We all did that. Like,
yes.
Like nobody taught us that. Nobody told us, hey, this is what the fuck you supposed to do. But we all experienced.
We all did it. We all participated in that.
That part.
Like it was just
simulation.
Oh, this is Chicken Nugget, by the way.
What was it?
This is Chicken Nugget. Not to get confused with Nugget. This is Chicken Nugget. And he does not like his name.
Chicken Nugget, and niggas are all in a simulation. Okay?
You just heard Chicken Nugget's
Man, fuck that nigga.
You just hurt his feelings. You can come back over here.
I don't give a fuck about no cats, no gatos. Fuck them niggas.
That was funny.
God bless you. So here's proof that we're in a simulation. Let's check this out.
Give me the proof.
Ask Google about simulation theory, which states that me, you, and the entire universe is simply a program.
So the argument goes, we're almost certainly living in a simulated reality.
In just the past 50 years, our technology has advanced from this to literally immersing ourselves into our own simulations. We can even program games to give characters free will. All of that in just 50 years. So what about the next 100, 200, or 1,000 years?
Man, whenever it comes to like this whole fucking electronic shit, that shit starts scaring the fuck out of me. Because you gotta think about how all of us are always on our electronics, whether it be a video game, a laptop, an iPad, or phone. Like we're all always surrounded by electronics, cameras, surveillance footage, like everything. Like That shit is so fucking terrifying to think that one day that's gonna be our if this is what I was gonna say earlier, but I was rudely interrupted by your technical difficulties. Is whenever if you really think about it, like you said, they're taking information from our brain and they're taking it from how we think and how we work. So if they're getting so advanced so quick, imagine what literally imagine what it's going to be like within the next 50 years if it's already like this within 50 years. Computers are going to have a mind of their own at that point. And you cut off again. Where'd you go? And then so it's just this full thing in this full circle of is this a simulation, and should we be scared of technology at the end of the day? Because if we're just all being controlled and we're all being told to do things and we're all just here because of one little program, then what is the point of it all? If it's all just going to end up the inevitable same because that's how it's programmed to be.
Right. It's craziness, and we got a lot of crazy shit to. The thing is, we'll find out when we die, and I think that's more or less. I'm concerned. I do think that we live in a simulation. Hopefully, I can get Jefe in here to get his final synopsis on whether or not we live in a simulation. If you ask me, of course, I believe we do live in a simulation. There's no question about it. What about you, Maleia?
I believe it's a possibility. Whether we are, I could be lying and saying we are, and I could be lying saying that we're not. I'm Switzerland right now. It's just the fact that we do as humans have free will, but how much free will do we actually have?
Or so we think.
Or so we think we have. And how many things are out of our control but always seem to happen, and everything happens for a reason. If everything's happening for a reason, then why are these things happening in such a sequence and in such what's the word in English? Mannerly timing? Yeah. Okay. And then what are these things and why are they lining up to be in this time in this way? And our reactions, why is it always the same in history? Why is it always repeating itself?
If my shit die,
since Jefe is here,
if it die again, I'm gonna say fuck it.
So my question is, we're gonna end the show, but my question to you, Jefe, after this show, after our conversations, after all we all have pointed out, do you feel like there's a possibility that we live in a simulation? Now, before you answer, I just want you to say, Maleia, sounds like your answer that changed. Because at first it was hell no, and it sounds like
I never said anything in the beginning. I just was making jokes because I'm funny.
My stance ain't changed. I still believe in a hell no. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're in a simulation. I do believe that everything is designed and it is here for us to use. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us how we use it and what we do with it. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with it. I say we got free reign. We can still do whatever we want to.
Hopefully. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, because if you look at the grand scheme of things, we really got the it's that sequence, or that 1.6 whatever it is. It's a fraction, or it's a one
spiral.
Yeah, that little spiral that goes across the entire board. There's this so-called sequence or mathematic number or whatever is the circle of life, and everything can be found within this radius. So that's how I can say, look, everything's been designed. You feel what I'm saying? It's not saying.
But does that not make you feel like that based on a numbered sequence or some shit of that nature?
I'm saying, that's
we
can't
can't
go outside and go slap the shit out of everybody. That's not something. That's not something that you would. For example, all right, a simulation, that means we would have another Holocaust. We will be coming up to another slavery. We be coming up to you know what I'm saying, our next, whatever the big this is. You get what I'm saying? Because if you look at how everything has been going, not only does history repeat itself, but just look at everything that we've been getting just as far as growing forward. We've always had something that was like, I would say catastrophic done that was due to free will. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't sit here and just say that, like, oh yeah, if it was a simulation that this is how this is supposed to go, this is how that's supposed to go, that's how that's supposed to go. Nah, because if you want to keep it G, like I don't think slavery would have been in a simulation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or like the Holocaust, or what about the Filipinos that was getting massacred and all that? Not saying that that couldn't have happened just because like the world needed a blood sacrifice. I don't know nothing about all that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just talking about on the grand scheme of like, these were all thoughts created by one person or a group of people that were like, we're gonna act on it, and they were able to shape the future, or at least their reality around their thought processes. So
I'm gonna just say this. If we aren't able to determine whether or not we live in a simulation or not, we won't be able to determine whether or not the gods or whoever put things in effect didn't design or plan for that to happen, or will design and plan for that to happen in the future. We don't know. And the thing is, based on the information that we went over, there are scientists that still don't know the answer to everything, the answer to the questions that we brought up. And I think it's important for us to understand, take reality with a grain of salt, because what we perceive is not what it actually is, period. So with that being understood, I at some point when I first heard about the simulation, I decided that's too conspiratorial. It's too much for me to handle. That's nonsense. But when I actually did my research and listened to scientists go over the possibilities of 1.0000% chance that we are not, and with the addition of all of these things that don't make sense, all of these weird things that we have experienced, all that is normal upon people regularly, yeah, that you can't tell me that
So
there
do you
isn't.
think
Now I want
people
to
are
show us.
NPCs?
Don't know what that means. Oh, walking.
Yeah, the people like, so if this is a simulation, you think that within those simulations we got some NPCs just walking around?
If you take out the consideration, if you take out the consideration of the simulation, there's them niggas walking around called fossils, niggas that's living, that's dead. And clearly we just Chris Jefe phone just died again, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the show. Hopefully tomorrow he charges his shit, and maybe later we could try to pick up the conversation with a little bit more information. Outside of that, Maleia, you want to say your goodbyes, shout out your social media and all that shit?
No, I do not. I do want to say bye, but that social media thing is a little scary. They might come for me. They might come for me.
They're gonna be like, who is that? I got to know who that is. Lord, you already know that's gonna be in the comments.
They're not gonna be like that. That's gonna be so
God bless you, sis, because they coming for your ass. They coming. It's all. We already got it recorded. I got an hour and 22 minutes recorded already. God damn it! So you in here?
of me.
We'll have a very dope ass, way better show than this one. I thought this was very interesting. But we'll have a way better show. Because that next topic's gonna be lit tomorrow. It looks like
tomorrow's gonna be like you're gonna see me talking. Like I'm gonna be more interactive. Like you.
Well, you was very interactive.
Hopefully you have me on there because. I keep waiting for you to finish your sentence.
We haven't goddamn lagging technical difficulties and shit. Hey, folks, thank you for motherfucking watching. My name is Erek Loyd. I'm glitching still, but I don't give a fuck. We are out this bitch. Hold on, let me find my ending clip so I can close out this shit. My shit, I'm still freezing, Lord.
That fucking McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Damn. Now you ain't gotta come for my Wi-Fi like that, goddamn it. I paid top dollar for this shit. Hold up.
Debatable.
Hey, we out this bitch.